Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of my channel. My name is Leader or Lider, however you wanna call me, and today we are back to Prehistoric Kingdom. So it's the second episode of Prehistoric Kingdom, and I didn't forget about the weekly uploads, so you can be really super proud of me right now, because yes, it's time for a weekly upload, and yes, as you can already see, a lot has changed, and look, wow, it's so very in here. So yes, I've been doing a lot, and I said I don't have time, and I didn't really have time. So it's what I did in the course of few days, but it's actually something. So I'm really frightened to think what I will be able to do when I have more time. I think next week, but we'll see. So in the last episode, I told you that I want to do anything super special and that I will do planting for this week, and that was kinda a lie because I did something bigger, and the results of that you can already see in the back. And yes, I did the building. So that's what we did for this week, and as you can see, we have a beautiful junkyard in here, but I think we should go into the direction of the building, shall we? And as you can see, there are no plants now. I removed all the plants because I will replace them, make something nicer out of them, and these rocks will also go somewhere because yes, we have done a slight rock overhaul. I don't know whether you remember, but first off, there should be a tiger passage here, but I will come to this subject in a moment. But actually, here was a rock similar to this, but now we have remade the rock slightly, and oh, you can already see something of the building. So the rocks now look as I don't know how to describe them, but if you go to American clay deserts, no, they are not clay deserts. Those are not mesa biomes, are in Minecraft. Some cliffs and not canyons in America have those nice stacked rocks on top of each other, so I'm going for this vibe because actually Smilodon fatalis was inhabiting the North America when it was alive on the Earth. So yeah, that's the main thought. And I told you that there is no passage, so I will try to get Salvador. Oh, here he is, look. So, this on the right is the old passage, and this on the left is the new passage. So, as you can see, the old passage was so big that the tiger could be, like, duplicated. There could be two tigers on top of each other, and they would still fit. And now, the new passage is slightly smaller, and as you can see, not only tiger fits, but also it takes less space. So, once we put it together, once again, the whole passage, it will look nice, sir, although I need to remake it because I don't like how big this circle in here is, so I might use different materials or something else. But I don't think you were here for the rock overhaul and the passage being deleted, so here, boom, this is what I've been working on for a few days now, and yes, this is the main building, the main Kingdom of the Tiger building. Not Kingdom of the Tiger, but Land of the Tiger. Sorry, forgive me, it's just Thursday, and it was my last final today, so I'm slightly, I don't want to say drunk, but yeah, I do not think that rationally. So, as you can see, what has changed first? I deleted all the bamboo. I will make it better once I get to that part. We also did this. We have now nice concrete in here, and I've removed benches from here, but I think they will be here once again when the time needs them. And here there weren't many changes to this whole structure. Wait, I will change the time so we can see them in better light. Yes. So as you remember, probably there were a few additional poles in here, and as they looked good, they didn't fit with the new theme, so I deleted them, and now it's pretty simpler cage in here. And here we go to the main building, and I think we should actually focus on the building right now because it's the start of today's show. So, what I had in mind while building this building. Now you will see it from here, quick glance. So, now on your screen there should be a concept art I made for this building few days ago, and I've sent it to one person, and that's specifically Faye Noriel, or Fane from Zoof's Discord. She's a moderator there, and yeah, as she called her my biggest fan, and I do not say that is not true, she got to see the concept and she said that it looked good, so I felt really hyped about it, that people will like it, and I hope you will like it. So yes, this is the concept, and as you can see, the concept is pretty much similar to what we see. The only difference is the concrete window onto the beautiful armadillos in my current state of building. In our current state of building, we have it slightly more towards the back side of the building, and here on the concept art it's slightly more towards us. But other than that, everything is kinda similar, but the logo Land of the Tiger will be in a different place. So now back to the real life, not real life, but to the Prehistoric Kingdom. So as you can see, nearly everything got like the same ideas. So we have the glass in there, and this is now the matte glass, no, the glass, opaque glass that is not see-through, not transparent glass we have there. Yes, that was a nice inversion. And I'm thinking about this shape. I want it to be curvy because this place is also curvy, like this part of the building, but I think it can maybe go slightly higher with that gradual slope in here, but we will see once we put the real glass there. As you can see, the new stack stones are here, and yes, I don't know what to tell you about first because there is so much happening here. Maybe we should focus on this particular part of the entrance. So I wanted to merge the modernistic style, which would be a case in a park with genetic creations such as Smilodons or Woolly Mammoths, and merge it with the naturalistic style of zoos, so the stacked stones plus bamboo and organic pieces as these wood pieces, and I think it looks pretty nice in here. I think I did a good job on it. I won't say it's great, but I did it good. And if it is the first time you are visiting my channel, I want you to know that I'm designing all by myself, so it's not a direct copy of something in real life. No, it's actually my own design, so yeah, I take all the credit for it. And one more thing I wanted to show you, but it really depends on the light, is that the concrete is not even, and it's like a triangle here, and then a triangle here. And wait, I will show you. Oh yes, you can see it has different dimensions, so it was a pain to make, but I'm really happy of how it turned out. And yes, I also like these holes for the bamboo pieces, not bamboo pieces but wooden pieces, and as you can see, this will be the main entrance towards the building. So the automatic doors in here with a little photo cell I did here. So if it detects motion, then it opens, so that's what you see in real life. Then no smoking sign and no flash photograph signs, and I made them also. If you have watched my previous Planet Zoo series, for example, I love custom signs, so it was a pleasure to make something like that in Prehistoric Kingdom. And then we have one more door in here. And what is this door? Well, in times of emergency, buildings need to have alternate ways of going outside of the building. So if by any chance during the arson, maybe not arson, but like fire emergency, when something happens to all the electrical devices, the automatic doors might be blocked. So then you should have like normal doors which you can open by pulling or pushing for visitors to escape the building during the emergency. So they are here for that purpose. And we also have a little skylight, but we will be inside the building pretty soon, but there's not much to see there. What has changed in here? The ramp has now this part, this nice railing, so people on wheelchairs do not fall into the rocks. And then we have this nice little display, because these windows are for disabled people, so they have that little benefit of seeing this nice part of the whole enclosure. It shouldn't be there, that thing. People who are exiting the building actually will have a chance to see the beautiful armadillo through these two windows. Yes, nothing much to see here, but you will have a nice look at this part and at this wall, which I will talk about in a second. But actually, my plans are that the nets will be all the way towards the glass, and that here you will see at the same time armadillos and smilodons when smilodons are standing there on top of that part, but yet I need to find a way so that armadillos do not get stressed that there are tigers behind net, obviously, above them. What's more, the back wall for the whole enclosure will be stacked stone. As you can see, I already started something, but haven't really finished. It won't be concrete because I still want to make this feel like a nice combination of modernistic style with the traditional zoological garden naturalism, or however you call it. And here are other doors, and these, as you can see, the handles are on the opposite side, so it says that you can't possibly go into the building through this door. So this is actually the exit, because this building will have two entrances. So this is one of the entrances, and there will be another one somewhere in there. And this is the entrance on the touring route, which starts with the cave part, like the canyon part, with beautiful armadillo and other animals with that canyon theming, so the stacked stone, and then it will go to the tropical or like temperate section which will be in this glass part. And the other entrance will lead first through the glass part, so the tropical or temperate section, and then end in here in the canyon section. So this will be actually the exit of the building, and it will be set by a sign. It won't be set by a sign, but sign will indicate that this is the exit. So, what's more to show here? Well, actually, I promised you to talk about this particular area, so this particular wall. And as you can see, it looks bare, and it looks really weird. Why is that? Actually, the answer to this question you have here. So this will actually be a planted wall, and these strings that you can see here are the climbers for the plants, which you won't see in real life, and I think you won't ever see them once there are plants in here. But it's not the planting episode, so there are no plants here. But yes, they are here, and as you can see, I even did those little string connectors so that they do not get loose or anything like that. So this is the string part, and we also have these nice hangers, and those hangers are also here below this metal part. Oh, I wasn't supposed to show that. And the metal part is there to prevent plants from growing on top of the building. We will see how this ends. Examples of how this whole thing works. I hope I can make light slightly better for this place, to give this place justice. As you can see, plants are here, and they are wiggly woogly. Well, they are plants, so they need to be wiggly woogly, as you can see in here, and they grow on these strings, and that masks the window of the actual building. And what are these plants, you ask me? Because they do not like ivy. Well, I was supposed to do it with ivy, but ivy has a very... I don't like the color of the ivy in the game. So actually these plants are combination of oak. I think, is it oak? Are you oak? I'm not sure. This is a tree, and I think it's an oak. So I think it's oak, and then bamboos, which are also shrunken down. So that's how it is. How will be this whole planted wall, and this whole wall will be with these plants, so you will have that nice green wall here and part of that wall here, so you won't see the concrete behind it. And here are also few windows. They will be a source of light for the indoor part for the Smilodon fatalis, because actually you won't have an sun roof, like sun window, sky windows, skylights in the enclosure that doesn't share the same roof with the whole building. So, what else can I say about this place? I have prepared something, and oh, the game just saved. Here it will look really, really boring if we leave this wall as it is. So I thought about making actually a logo here, and as you can see, I have prepared it. And yes, it's the logo. Wait, it's the logo. Land of the toilet. Ha! Good joke, Mr. Leader. Yes, because I just wanted a circle in here, and the only one I had a toilet, so I did this little pun, and you know, cringe. But who cares? We have Land of the Toilet, that is Land of the Tiger, obviously. And I have a problem, I will tell you about that, because as you can see now on the screen, there will be a few of my designs for the logo, and I'm not happy with, in slightest with any of them. The first ones are like too complicated. The second pair is kinda okay, but still not it. And the ones on the other side are okay. The one in the left top corner is okay, still not my favorite. Next to it there is like a land with a tiger skull, but it's not nice. And then there is like a continent shaped as a tiger, so it's so it really gives justice to the name Land of the Tiger, but I don't like it either. So if there is any graphic designer out there who wants to help me, maybe you can contact me, but I don't have anything to pay you, so that would be like a charity. And if not, I will try to make it myself, and then we'll make a logo. But actually my second thought for this wall, I will show you here, is a mini net enclosure. Why doesn't it work? Oh my god, it works. Oh yes, it works. So actually my second thought is this little bit of aviary thing. Then the logo would go in here slightly more to the top, so you also see the logo, and this would be the mini aviary for like a squirrel or something, some sort of a small mammal that would live with the in symbiosis with the, not in symbiosis, but in the same time as the saber-toothed tiger, although you can't call them saber-toothed tigers because they are not related exactly to the cats. But that's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that I think I'm going to do a little aviary in here. Not aviary, but mesh structure, which, due to being a mesh structure, will also be slightly overgrown, and I think that will give that building a nice little touch. So yes, I think we can we? Yes, there won't be Land of the Toilet here. So yes, these are all these new additions to the whole place. So the building and the plans for the building. And well, no, speaking of plans of the building, I want to say one more thing, because now when you think about that aviary, you might think, hey, how are you going to do that? Because you said that here is the indoor part for the saber-toothed tigers, and here will be the backstage to them, so it needs to be connected. So where will be the indoor for these animals, you ask? So I've prepared a little presentation for you. Look, that will be cool. So, actually, it's all planned. It's all planned. So, there will be two backstages in here for the Smilodon Fatalis and Smilodon Populator behind this wall. But as it's a big cat backstage, it needs a lot of space. So we will actually need to make it bigger. So the backstage for Smilodon Fatalis will be actually here. And there will be Smilodon Populator backstage back there. So we actually have some place below the backstage, which will be the indoor area for the animal that will live here. And here will be the start of the indoor area for the Smilodons, and there will be like the entrance here, so it's on the ground level for the backstage, but it's on slightly raised, not slightly, but raised in the indoor area, so they will go onto some sort of a fake fork formation and then go inside the into the actual place. So yes, thank you. Now you can go. Yes, okay. Yes, that's the plan. And there will be windows in here, but due to them being covered with plants, they won't get too much light inside, so it won't make guests blind or anything like that. So what else? What I want to say about this building? Next episode, I'm not sure. I'm tempted to do planting and do the rock overhaul, but it's not very. It won't be very nice for you. So I might actually do something more with the building and do like the first area here, like outline the enclosure for the beautiful armadillo, or maybe just build the enclosure for beautiful no, just outline, and then some more changes to the walls. For example, here I don't like the walls here. I want them to be changed because that doesn't look good anymore. And in the next episode I might also do the logo, might do more signs in here, so like that, simpler stuff. So I won't be jumping into the deep water. I hope you remember, skocz na głęboką wodę in Polish means jump into the deep water, so do something big from the very beginning, big and heavy. And yes, that's I think that will be all that has changed in this place. Oh, I absolutely forgot. So maybe the roof isn't finished, but we have this little gutter system in here already. So as you can see, everything is sloped down. So if the water pours in here, it comes to this little gutter section, which goes all the way here, and then it will have a real gutter inside the enclosure for the armadillos. And I think this part of the roof will be planted, so the ivy or other type of plant that it is here will grow in here, and maybe it will also slightly overgrow this wall. I'm not sure. This wall will also be connected to the tunnels once we get tunnels, so that will be okay. So, I think it will be a beautiful moment to stop recording and finish this video. So, I hope you all enjoyed this little episode. I hope you enjoyed my progress. I hope you like the design. It's all my design, so I'm not an architect, maybe yet, but I'm not an architect, so if there are any goofs or you don't like anything, feel free to write it in the comments. I'm open for changes. This whole place will be changing like 3 or 4 times in the future. You know, even has that Farmachati very beautiful series. I recommend it to watch in Palen Zoo, obviously, and he always changes things and he can't seem to finish Farmachati, so it will be possibly the same case with this project, but yes, more times you change something, the better it is. That's at least in my opinion. Also, I hope you like the weekly uploads, and I want also your opinion on whether you want these episodes when I show you something which looks kinda cool. I think this building looks kinda cool, but it's not much and there is more of my talking and explaining things. Or maybe you should want episodes every 2 weeks, so I can deliver more content for you, more things at once, more new content, but it all depends on you. And I think you want daily uploads more, but that's totally fine and that's totally okay. So, not to make it any more longer, thank you all for watching. Maybe you should consider liking, maybe you should consider subscribing, or maybe you should consider commenting, because there were so many questions asked by me, and I hope to speak to you in the next episode. Have a fabulous day and goodbye.